to other people to seem like you're lying because you're not giving the full story, or you're just. So I get it now. You're telling
Yeah, it's supposed to be. It's gonna be some lies because until you get every single detail, it has no choice. Receipts only, but to be considered a lie because you don't have every single second of every detail.
Okay.
So yes, you all are allowed to question everything, but like I said several times, at the end of the day, if it was really meant for y'all to have the fine print details, one of y'all would have been there with me going through it.
Okay, no, I just want to ask.
But for me to actually tell the things that happen to my daughter, that should be enough. But let's continue.
Can I ask a question? If you don't mind, Poozie?
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, so you had told For the Haters that your baby told you that it wasn't your fault and that you didn't do this to her. I'm just confused because at what point would she have told you that?
When I want to say, I posted that dream also on Facebook.
Okay.
She came to me in a dream, and the scenery was all black. I was standing. I was looking up to what appeared to be about 30, 40 feet tall, her. She had on that white dress that she had on in that picture. She looked at me and she said, "Go ahead and say it, Mama." And I looked up and I asked her, "Well, why did you do this to me? What did I do? What did I do to you? What did I do?" And in the dream, she responded, "It wasn't your fault." And when she went to wrap her arms around me, she threw her arms up at the same time. And as her arms were midway, right above, well, maybe probably shoulder length, what I seen was feathery, soft, pure white angel wings. She engulfed me, and I woke up.
Okay. The problem I'm having about this is when you told For the Haters that it was literally the day that your daughter went to the hospital. So when did you have that dream?
I just said it was months after she had passed. Months after the very first time I encountered my daughter after life was the night we came home from the hospital. It was raining. I was in the bed. My boyfriend was in the tub. He had the TV on Cops. That was his thing. He used to watch Cops before we went to sleep. I was awakened by a phone call saying that this man named K9 Entertainment was talking about hosting a candlelight visual for my daughter with the people in Delhi, Louisiana. I tuned into his Facebook Live, and as he was watching TV, he was watching something. I remember him saying to his audience, "Oh my God, my TV just changed to Cops." And as my boyfriend was coming in, he was like, "This ain't right." And I was like, "Well, her dad and them, they from there, whatever they want to do for her, they can do." And I laid back down and went to sleep.
Okay, that's
the third time hold on. The third time I had contact with my daughter after her passing, or this is not in a row. That was the first time. Now between the moment of her coming to me and me asking her what did I do to her, and then this time, there was a series of dreams that I had in about an hour. I had a dream that I was going to be a grandmother to a little girl. I had a dream that I was going to be in an unfamiliar city. And and in that same moment, I had a dream that I was going to be doing some public speaking. I put every record of every dream that I ever had involving her is all down my Facebook, and my Facebook has never changed.
all right. Thank you for answering my question. Go ahead.
Wait. So, Poozie, do you realize when you told 40 Haters 2 years ago that that's what she said to you 2 years ago? Do you realize that's what you said to 40 Haters, that your daughter said that to you?
I'm not invalidating anything that For the Haters or nobody is saying. I'm letting everybody's truth be their truth.
Oh, well, I'm saying because you said that you was lying. You already admitted that you lied.
Versus anything that wasn't clarified into detail when For the Haters is recalling you're gonna do it. You have to say, you're allowed to say, I'm allowed to say that there were lies because things were omitted.
Okay.
Everything was in fine detail. I didn't know these people to give them fine, pure details of everything that happened. Me sharing bits and pieces, since that considers me a liar, I have no choice but to take accountability of that.
Okay. Let me get this. Let me pull this back in. Okay. You're right. I'm going to agree. You didn't know me to tell me all of this. You didn't know any of us to tell us all of this. So whether you were lying then, lying now, I can't say. When I started this live, that was the question. Things have changed so drastically until the question is, were you lying then, or have things come out and the truth is being told now? I don't know. Because remember, when you told me this, I got angry with you on that day because when you said that you were at the hospital with your daughter and she was on life support, your words were, she told you, Mama, this not your fault. You said you just bawled crying. You was like, I know, baby. She was
The
like,
boyfriend said that, Rogetta. The boyfriend came in when they pronounced her.
Can she
And
finish, Poozie? Poozie, can she please finish? Sorry. Can she please finish?
but she couldn't talk if she was on life support.
I
Nobody can talk.
understand, but can she finish?
remember, I got angry with you because that was my comment to you. I said, Poozie, I said, how the fuck could your daughter be telling you that? I said, you just lying. I said, and I got angry with you saying, you lying on your baby or you lying on your baby. You lying either on your baby or your baby didn't do that. I said, either way, I'm really angry with you. Remember, because on that same day, when you told us, I got angry with you and blocked you. And remember, we were all on Try's live. We were mutuals at that time. This is the first time you had told me this. And they told me that maybe I was being too harsh because you had lost your baby and maybe I got it wrong or maybe you got it wrong when you was telling about it. So
Yeah, that was wrong because the boyfriend came in the hallway and told all of us, stop, stop, stop. It's not your fault. It's all mine.
okay, so my question is, am I the only one that you told exactly what I just said? And I'm sorry that we kept stopping so that you could tell your part. I wanted to tell just a straight of what you said happened.
I'm sorry.
No,
Go
no,
ahead.
no, no, no. I'm apologizing to you. I wanted to say just a straight what you told me. To see, are you saying that you only told that to me, or did you tell that exact story to other people? Because back in 2022, that was your lifeline of exactly what happened.
If anybody else has knowledge of that, then they would have to tell me that I said that. But I honestly don't recall saying outside of the boyfriend saying it in the dream. There were two
So
different
you
moments.
never mentioned a dream. You
Okay.
said your daughter, because that's what got me angry. And
I accept that. I would be angry too because nobody can talk while they're on life support. It's impossible.
because this is exactly the date that you told me that. You remember this being your profile?
Put it a little down.
I
Like,
can't see it too good.
Put me in the big box. Put me in the big box.
I think we can't.
Okay. It won't let me put myself in nothing. It won't let me.
It should. You should be able
Who was
to
moving
name
boxes?
yourself and put us all.
It did say the moderator was moving you.
Which moderator? Somebody, whoever moved me, put me in the big box,
You would
please.
have to you have to click on guest and then you have to close the open the square. Press on it.
It won't let me.
Oh.
I've tried.
Well, for the sake of the conversation, I say yes, I remember that profile picture.
Virgo said if you mod her, she could do it.
Okay.
Only the host can put themselves in a big box.
Somebody put me in there earlier. Okay. Look.
You have to.
What it said I did.
You have to
It
go
said,
down.
huh?
Put
I
it
couldn't see the
down.
picture.
You're showing like the block part. Put it down. Put it down. Right there. Right
Bring it
there.
up closer because the ring light is covering the.
Friday, March, right? Did I
I'm
say
trying to
Friday,
see.
March?
I don't
Friday,
recall.
March 25th, 2022.
I'm trying to
That's
see the picture
okay.
because that don't look like no picture that I have of me. I don't do
Where are you saying that's not your profile?
I don't do filtered profile pictures.
This was a picture of you back in 2022.
I know, but that's a filter.
I don't know what it is. I just know I blocked you on that date.
I'm saying
The very first
can't,
time.
I can't recall that profile because my profile pictures are usually never filtered. I don't do filters on
This
my profiles.
this is you live.
I can't invalidate that.
Okay, absolutely. No
Say
problem.
that I don't do.
Okay, absolutely, no problem. But this is I blocked you right then.
Could you validate the username, Poozie?
What's the username on that?
Because I'm
Poozie.woozie.
yeah. Could you validate that?
You had 2,783 followers. You were following 2002.
And that was March 2022. My name shouldn't have had a dot in it. My name should have just said Poozie Woozie with no dot.
It has a dot in it.
My name back then was just straight Poozie Woozie. I had the original. I wouldn't have had to put a dot in it.
Okay. Let me show you something, Poozie.
Not in March of 2022. The dot didn't come until after we had the mishap with the purchasing of my name. Because I didn't no longer own, I didn't have I had to do Poozie 1. And when Poozie 1 came, it should have been username Poozie.woozie and Poozie Woozie 1. But my beginning stages on TikTok, everything was just straight Poozie Woozie, no dots, no periods, no underscores, no numbers, no letters.
Got it. So that's just another Poozie Woozie.
Okay. Poozie, I'm gonna show you something. This is from my Google page from this phone. Okay. I can go all the way up, but let's just go right there. What does that say?
Child, I can't see that, but I'm going to say Poozie.
That's the very first time that I recorded you. And that is the very first time that I actually blocked and I blocked you.
Okay.
And that's on my Google. It's not something that, let me show you. Watch this. That's on my Google page. What I'm going to always do, that's you. The second one is September the 16th, 2022. That's the next time I recorded you. The next time I recorded you was October the 1st. This is when you do edit my mother, and I was very appreciative.
Okay, and now I'm under Poozie.woozie.
Poozie.woozie was March in 2022.
With the filtered picture that you
Right.
would use.
So let me explain something.
I said okay. I'm not disagreeing.
One thing for the haters, I believe in receipts. And I made sure I went back and looked at everything so that I could prove whatever anyone wanted me to prove. I talked about what I did wrong. I talked about what I did right. I talked about this exact video that you did, that I told them that I appreciated you when you did it for my mother on her birthday. But then when the tables turned was when you did that other video about my mother. And that's when I started dropping videos about you. And the panel or panelists will tell you, I said, you all might get angry with me, but I'm going to tell you the things I did also, because I'm not going to say Poozie did things wrong by herself. You all might be angry with what I did. So I don't come over here to bash when I'm proving points. I just drop points. I keep receipts 100%. And when I told you that was your name back doing then, I had my Google from back doing then. That was the very first time that I did anything pertaining to you, and that was to block you. And I did tell the panel and comment cousins that I did unblock you because I was told I could be wrong. So, and you and I frequent the same spaces. And I can be wrong. So I knew I wanted to have receipts when I dropped this. I told my mods, I'm late because I want to have receipts. And I'm going to always be able to prove what I'm talking about. Or I'm going to keep my goddamn mouth shut. Okay. That was the reason that I blocked you, is because that's what you said. Go ahead and tell
Don't be telling the house to speed it up.
yeah, tell them how to get to the door and get the fuck out of here, because you're not going to disrespect me. I don't give a fuck. And anybody who doesn't want to be here, get the fuck. I don't fucking care. I'm not trying to be TikTok famous. Get the fuck out of here. The fuck? Okay.
I don't have a problem with it, Rogetta. You know, I know enough about you to consider myself to know that this conversation is not hindering, and keep doing what you're doing.
Right. Okay. So, the question was from the ones who remember you saying these exact words that I said. And now things are completely different. Now they have changed a little over the years, but now everything is completely different. And that's the question was, excuse me, which one is actually the truth? Because it's just wild to me that in 2022, you're remembering more now in 2025 than it looked like you remembered in 2022 and 2021. And you told the exact same things in 2020, 2021, and 2022.
I wasn't here in 2020, but if you say I was, I say okay.
No. I'm saying in the what year were you with her?
It was 2017. She died 12/16.
No, not your baby. I'm not talking about your baby. Okay, the panelists, tell who all was cool with her during what year? Was it 2021 or 2022?
Nobody knew me in 2021
Okay.
because I wasn't on TikTok in 2021.
Okay, she just told me that you were Miss Detroit said that she knew you before we did.
She met me in January 2022. My very first night on TikTok was in January 2022, and the very first time I came into TikTok, there was a little box in the top left hand corner, and it said live, and I clicked on it thinking that it would make me go live. I dropped instantly into Dino.Best Live, and from Dino Live I met D Gaines, and from D Gaines Live I met Samaya, and then from D Gaines I also met Unfuckwittable. No, I actually met I forgot her name, the chick from Tennessee. And at her live is when I met Unfuckwittable, Reggie, Catch a Vibe, all of them. So that was within like my first 3 days of actually even being on the app. Now
Okay,
I took over my daughter's music page.
I'm sorry. Miss Detroit might have the dates wrong, but I know specifically when we met, and I know I have receipts of actually our encounters with each other, from recordings of us in lives together, from recordings of me actually allowing you to use my my page, of from beginning of when I got angry with you. I have all the recordings of everything. So I know I'm able to be specific on dates and times of when what was said to me, because that what you said to me about your baby was enough for me at that moment to block you. And I did.
As it should have been.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But Miss Detroit said that you told her the exact same thing. And there are others that have said that you have told them the exact same thing. And that was back during that time. So we'll just for the actual proof that I know it was 2022, we'll just go with the date that I'm able to show and verify the time span that we're talking about. But other people heard you say that during that time span then also. Now,
if there's a receipt for 2021, please produce it. Of anything of me being on TikTok in the year of 2021 and any year prior, any month, any day prior to January, please.
I remember I told you that was my Google on this phone.
No. I'm understanding me and you acknowledging that I was here in 2022, but anybody that like Miss Detroit is 10 toes down on me being on TikTok in 2021, I'm gonna need her to produce that receipt.
No, what I was fixing to tell you is I have multiple devices, remember? So I will have to go back and look on my other devices and see, do I have anything for you for 2021? I know for sure I have 2022 on this phone of when I blocked you. But, and remember, I met you through people. So they could all have met you longer than me because you was actually friends with them.
Right.
Okay. So now, so the same thing is 2025, you're able to give the exact medication, which you told me back in 2022 that it was Tylenol. And the reason that I know you told me that is because, remember, you and I even had another argument when you said, and because I told, wait a minute, I'm the one told you about my daughter taking the Tylenol, and then you're gonna drop a video on me using my words against me. You told me it was Tylenol back then. Now today you're in right back having a conversation with me, and now it's another medication.
Well, it's still the same. It's still the same. It's just that Tylenol is a name brand. The pills were still acetahistamine for arthritis. So
Right.
the lie was the name brand. The lie was Tylenol versus Equate. So yes, I lied. It was not Tylenol brand. It was Equate brand.
It's acetaminophen, but
However you say it.
Okay. But that's the part that for me is just wilding out, because if it was 2017 and I do, and out of, fairness is fairness. For me, my mother was a topic for you, and for you, your daughter was a topic for me. So I do have a video of your babies at the cemetery. So I do know the actual date. You're right. So 2017, and then you tell me in 2022, and you're saying things verbatim, and then 2025, the whole story changed, and now you can tell the dosage. Now you can recall way more than you could recall in 2022. Is unbelievable to me.
It wasn't that you couldn't recall it. It was just that's how it was coming out. And like I said, y'all got bits and pieces. If y'all want a full from beginning to end, I'm sorry, y'all have to sit. I did all that in therapy. Other humans.
No, I don't. For me, I don't even care about beginning to end. That's not
beginning to end is what's creating the lies, Rogetta.
But I'm saying for me, I give zero fucks on it. I was just, the only reason it was of any interest for me is because you had a conversation with me about it. And then I've been in panels when you've discussed it on live, and things of 2022, so close to 2017 until now 2025, things are popping off completely different than what you said. But trust me, I give zero fucks.
Could it be?
I give zero fucks on whether 2025 is the story to go with or 2022.
Could it be that I chose to give more details as I've grown on this app, telling the story, telling what happened?
So let's go into that. If I'm fixing to tell you a story about how my mother passed,
it is very emotional. It's always emotional.
If I'm fixing to tell you a story about how my mother passed, and let's say my mother OD'd on some Tylenol, okay? Then 3 years later, I turn around and say it was bare aspirin.
In my mind, I'm not going to drill you because the aspirin is an aspirin and they all still have the same side effects.
I'm not talking about the drill, because I'm not drilling you.
Well, I'm not going to look at you.
I'm talking about apples and oranges. That's the only thing I'm talking about, love. Well, I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about, when I'm talking about my mother, when you're talking about your baby is extremely important to you, and my mother is extremely important to me. If I'm telling you how my mother passed, I'm not going to say, yeah, she passed on Tylenol. And then 3 years later, I'm going to say, you know what? My mama didn't, I don't know where y'all get that from. My mother didn't pass on Tylenol. She passed on bare aspirin. You're going to think I'm fucking insane.
Honestly, personally, from every pit of my heart, no, I wouldn't, because the aspirin is
Okay,
still
you
an
wouldn't, but
aspirin.
people
It
with
just
common
gets me
sense would.
angry.
No, I actually think I would think you're insane from the
I'm
moment.
not invalidating y'all determining that a name brand makes a difference of a
I think
medication.
it's the
I
fact
would
that the
never in my
example.
life forget what my mother passed from.
Well, she actually passed from them. They drained all the fluid off of her head.
Okay, that's what's up. Okay,
She had
you
a,
doing
a
too much
black
now.
hollow cranium. There
I
was
don't.
no blood or anything there.
At this point in my life,
But what led her
I'm
to the
respecting
hospital?
you, but I don't even give two fucks.
So may
Okay,
I ask why
so
we here digesting?
thankfully,
Can I say something?
the same way you didn't give a fuck about my mama, I damn sure in 2022 stop giving a fuck about your daughter.
Well, I won't say that I did not give a fuck about your
Oh, you
mama.
didn't give a fuck about my mother. I'm gonna tell you that.
I didn't.
I don't know how
I
you felt
didn't
about
go.
your daughter, but I know how you felt about my mother.
I didn't
And
want.
motherfucker, it will always be on and stuck with that motherfucking shit. Now, I've always said, you and I, after we had that conversation, and I do have the live that we were in when the lady asked, could you and I sit on a panel and respect each other? And when when I'm in a panel, I don't do that. But what we're not going to do right now is, again, mix apples and oranges. You don't give a fuck about my mother, just like I don't give a fuck about your daughter. And if you give a fuck about my mother, I'm going to ask you don't. Because the way you didn't give a fuck about my mother when you did that bitch ass video, it'll never, ever do any kind of goddamn respect other than that. Okay, so back to the story. I really feel I am so sorry that your baby is hurting. Your daughter. I'm the one that has been on panels. I'm really so sorry she's hurting.
She said to call me Nicole.
Huh?
Respectfully, she asked you all to call me Nicole.
I don't give a fuck about that.
But she talking about suing me for calling her my
I don't
child.
give a fuck about what your daughter is. I don't give a fuck about you and your daughter like that. I was saying I want to apologize that she is feeling the way that she's feeling, and the possibility that if a blogger does this live, that she could hear what I am saying. So that's what I'm saying. But all of this fuck shit, I don't give two fucks about it. Matter of fact, I give zero fucks. I want to be clear about that.
Your wishes up. My apologies.
Okay. So if you're getting emotional, the best
I
thing
was
is to go.
stretching. I was stretching.
Okay, the best thing to go and leave.
No, I'm good.
Okay, well, anybody have any questions for her so she
I
can
have a question for you.
okay, go ahead. Yeah. If anybody else want to come up, let me know.
Aries said she wanted to come up.
Okay, get Aries up then. Could one of you all please drop down so Aries could come up? Please.
Let me know when you're ready for the question. If you need a quick little break for the haters, take that.
I'm good.
Okay. Okay, so I just wanted, since she is here, we did also discuss about a fire. I wanted you to run that down in front of her as well.
Okay. You remember Poozie when we were on a live, on your live, and your apartment in the kitchen caught a fire?
I remember when the grease on the stove caught a fire, but my kitchen didn't.
Okay, the grease on the stove caught a fire. You remember that?
Yes.
Okay. Hold on a minute.
Could you tell us about that day, Poozie?
What do you want to know about it? The grease caught fire on the stove. It was up too high.
Well, you was live for a long time that day, so that's why I'm asking. Could you run it that day down?
You no, I can't run down the whole day from whatever day that was because I don't remember everything that happened that day. That was
Hold on a minute. Remember,
that I remember it being at nighttime.
right? I'll tell you when you.
I think the part that y'all really want is the fact that I went outside.
I want to know what's the importance?
Hold on 1 minute.
What's the importance of that?
Here is you. Wait a minute. You say what?
What is the importance of the day that her kitchen caught on fire? What's the importance of that?
I'm finna tell you. The important part, that's what they want. They don't want the whole day. I highly doubt you want the whole day.
No, because my kitchen caught on fire before, too, with a grease fire.
Okay, wait. Hold on. No, hold the fuck up. Are you coming to check me?
You talking to me?
Yeah, Aries.
Right,
are you
Mimi.
coming to check to ask what's the importance of the fire?
I want to know what the importance of the fire was.
Okay, have you been in the comments? Let's read the room before it's checkmate.
And when nobody trying to check your ass.
Hey, come
Get
on.
your bitch ass down. Drop this hoe. For real. You're not gonna come over here and disrespect me, bitch. The fuck? At this point, I give 0 fucks on motherfuckers. If you wanna damn defend her, go on her live and motherfucking defend her. No one was being disrespectful, but nobody is gonna come up here and check nobody. You go live. What I said was we were going to respect everybody up here. But nobody's fixing to motherfucking come over here and check me. Because I don't do that fucking shit. I don't come to y'all page or panels and check no motherfucking host. I don't do that fuck shit. And nobody is going to come over here and do it over here and relax comfortably. That's not gonna fucking happen. We can sever motherfucking ties because you know me. I'm that bitch that fucking block and I give 2 fucks. Shit, I don't go to nobody damn panel and fucking disrespect. You know what? Okay,
I'll speak on the importance of that night.
Okay, please do. Thanks.
The importance, what you want to know is that, yes, I went outside. Yes, I went and got some bud from my bud man. Yes, when I came back, the pot was on fire. Yes, I extinguished that fire with flour on live. No hurt, harm, or danger happened to myself, my children, or the home. There weren't even any damages done. It was some smut on the wall that I mopped off.
Kids in the house by themselves. You're leaving out the part that you locked them kids in the house. Don't skip that part.
First of all, the children have been left in the house by themselves before, because what the hell you think I did when I went to work? So because I stepped outside for 2 minutes to go get a sec, and the fire got to the point where it got heated, and the children were hurt, harmed, or in danger should be the most important part. But nobody's talking about the mom who had to go to work and leave her children at home by themselves plenty of times.
Okay, so with that being said, let me ask you a question. If
I neglected them for some bud, then guess what? I neglected them for some money.
Is that why you had a medical law?
Kids, Poozie,
is that why you had a medical law?
I have 8 children. I had 6, and at that time in my house, of the night of the house fire, there were 3 children in the house. The same 3 children who are still in this house, healthy and never have been hurt, harmed, or in danger, let alone by smoke.
Kids that you left in the house. I'm asking a question. This is a simple question. Were they underage kids, like 8-year-olds? That's what I'm asking you. Were they underage kids, like the 3 years?
Hold on. What year was that? 2022. Okay, so one of them is now 16. Shit, hold on. Let me get my damn pen and paper because I got to figure out how old they was in 2022, child. Give me a minute.
So why you getting the
Years
pen and
ago.
paper? Can I just ask you this?
Hold on. Y'all can't ask me 50 questions while I'm doing
Everybody, wait. Listen,
so let me figure out how old my children was in 2022.
Wait a minute, everybody, just hold on a minute, Poozie, please. Everybody, calm down. I want to apologize for being disrespectful, okay? And I think I got everybody a little heated. So let's get back to what we were doing. Let's get back to doing what we was doing. We was just having a conversation.
13. One was 13 and the twins were 10.
Okay, and because you were a single working mom, my question to you was, is that why you had the medical lock?
I don't know what you mean about a medical lock. What is that?
It's called Medeco, MEDECO, the ones that lock from the inside and the outside.
I don't even know what that is. I've never had one.
You remember when you locked the door? You locked them in because remember when you came there? Remember we were on the live, and remember you locked them in?
No, I told your children to go outside because it was smoky.
I'm not talking about when you got in, when you got back. I'm talking about when you left.
I'm not. When I walked outside to go get the bud.
Mm-hmm. And remember, you it wasn't just for a minute. Remember,
I don't have no such thing as a medical lock.
I don't know if you call it. It's like a lock with the key. Okay, listen. Let me clarify something. Remember when the smoke man came? We were still all on live. We had been on live with you for like 2 hours because we had been on live when you walked down to the service station. Remember that long walk? Remember, I was the first
one. The
one.
man pulled up in my parking lot.
I know. Wait, listen for a minute. I'm talking about earlier when you walked to the service station. I was on the live with you. I was the first one. You and I, while you walked down because you went and got some, either some.
I probably went and got my Stella from the little corner store.
You went to a service station and you,
the Circle K.
Please stop interrupting her, Poozie. Let her finish, please.
I'm helping her get to the station. Was it the Circle K or was it the corner store?
It was the service station.
So it was the Circle
Because
K.
you walked further and you said you went there and they had some canned goods and you got like some spaghetti something or either ravioli. It was something in the cans you said that at the service station. That's what you went to. It was further down. And you and I.
There was an Albertsons right there, a grocery store.
You did not go to the grocery store. You
buy canned goods from a gas station. And I wouldn't buy no spaghetti from no gas station.
You got 2 or 3 cans of something you were going to cook your kids from the service station. I thought it was spaghetti because in my mind, I've always said you went and bought that spaghetti.
Buy food from the gas station. But I don't buy food from the gas station.
You did.
I probably went in the Albertsons, but I wouldn't go
in the service station because you and I was on live. I was in there with you. You went to the service station, and then I was gonna get off live with you. Right, super something you went and got. I just know it was 3 cans or something, and you said. And I said, I'm not going to get off alive with you because you had to walk all the way back by yourself.
And that was the night of the fire?
Yes, that was earlier though. Okay, then you had been on live. We had been on live about 2 hours. Okay, then that night, you went outside. You locked it up. You locked the house up. You went outside and you got in the vehicle with the smoke man. You asked him to take you to the store. You went to the store and got some paper and you got I want to say some cigarettes.
I wasn't smoking cigarettes, and I was smoking black and mild wood tips.
Okay, well, whatever it was, I know it was some
I
smoke.
wasn't smoking papers neither. I was smoking
Blunt, right? But I wasn't gonna say all that. But you knew what I was talking about. I did like this, so you knew what I was talking about.
I thought I thought y'all wanted the truth.
I said I did like this. You know what you do.
I wasn't looking at the screen. I thought that eliminating the truth, the validating the truth.
I did like this.
A liar.
I did like this.
Okay, my bad. It was Swish of Diamonds and black and mild.
Right. Okay, right. I just didn't want to say that on the live, but you knew what I was talking about. I ain't fucking lying on you.
No, I'm not saying lying.
Okay, but let's go with
the truth.
Okay, but then when you came back, you got in the car, he took you down there. We were still all on live. Now it's a bunch of us on live with you. And your live didn't consist of about 6-7 people. We called that a lot. We came back, we was all talking, and we even went in there with you on the live. When the smoke, you had the kids, you start fussing about why they didn't turn it off, all of that kind of shit. And then you had them to go outside because the smoke was all in there. So nobody's damn lying on you and trying to make it seem more than what it was. It's just the truth that it happened.
Okay, well, if I go to the store, I would hope that I would lock my door and not leave my door open. Okay. My kids was in the house. Wouldn't you lock your door if you left your kids in there?
I never said not to lock your door.
No, y'all said about a medical lock. Remember, this came about me locking the door. Why did I lock the door when I went to the store?
Lock your kids in where your kids didn't get out when it was smoked up. Your skillet was on fire.
Okay, and
Sarah had to come and actually help you clean that goddamn soot.
No, she didn't. She came to bring me those pictures.
Oh my God, are you fucking kidding me?
Sarah did not clean any soot. She came and brought those pictures. I don't even recall Sarah coming past my living room when she brought those pictures because we hung the pictures up in the living room.
So why are you bringing that proof with Sarah? Oh.
You don't remember that?
No, I do not remember that at all. I've never seen that.
Okay. We can, you know, I can pull the proof. I can pull the video.
I remember her helping me clean the living room wall to make sure.
Oh my God, you just said she ain't come help you clean shit.
I said the living room wall, not the kitchen.
I'm not fixing to deal with you over here lying. Because one thing you're not gonna do is lie in my fucking face. When you know I have all the fucking proof from back then.
She had the command strips and to clarify and validate that she did not.
Thank you for coming, but go ahead and leave. I'm not going to deal with you and fucking lying. Because, bitch, you are known for fucking lying.
Because I said that she...
Get her the fuck out of here because she is just lying in my motherfucking face. And she know
I'm telling the truth. I have to go.
Drop this motherfucker out of my fucking panel.
Haters, I need one question. I needed one more question.
Okay.
Somebody in the comments just said Medico is the company that makes those kinds of locks that you're talking about. So when I say a medical lock, it's the company that makes those kinds of locks.
The crazy part about it is she tried to make it seem like the fire wasn't a big deal, but let's not forget that she yelled at her children.
Absolutely. I know when we were on live. If we're on live right now, if you all are in the live with me and something comes up and say, hey, did y'all drop Poozie? And I say, I never dropped Poozie. You all can say, I was in the live and I know but the haters told one of us to drop Poozie. So we're not going to sit here and make it seem like this fake shit. I'm not for the fuck shit. If It happened. It just motherfucking happened. I've shown all the proof that I'm not fucking lying on her. I even told y'all the fuck shit that I did. The fuck? Why do you think I use Tylenol pills